Are you curious about the powerful traits that define an honest person according to Buddhist teachings? Today, we're diving deep into the wisdom of Buddhism and exploring how it can help us become more honest people. Lesson 1. Be kind to others. Our journey begins with kindness, the fertile ground where honesty flourishes. Buddha himself said, "Hatred does not cease by hatred, but only by love. This is the eternal law." Kindness is not simply the absence of cruelty. It's the active cultivation of compassion and understanding. When we approach others with kindness, we create a safe space for open communication and truth-telling. Imagine a harsh desert. How can a delicate flower bloom there? But with gentle rain and fertile soil, a vibrant bloom thrives. Kindness prepares the ground for honesty to blossom. When we treat others with kindness, we create a safe space where open communication can thrive. Imagine someone afraid to tell the truth because they fear getting yelled at. Kindness fosters an environment where people feel comfortable expressing themselves honestly, knowing they will be heard with compassion, not judgment. Kindness builds bridges of mutual respect. It recognizes the inherent worth of each individual, regardless of their background, beliefs, or social standing. When we respect others, we are more likely to be honest with them, knowing they will value our truthfulness. It's like planting seeds in a garden where different flowers bloom side by side, each adding to the overall beauty. Honesty can sometimes be met with defensiveness, especially when it involves criticism or difficult truths. However, kindness disarms these defenses. Imagine a tense conversation where someone is ready to lash out. A kind word, a gentle touch, or a listening ear can soften their anger, paving the way for a more receptive space where honesty can flourish. A genuine smile is a universal language of kindness. It creates a warm and welcoming atmosphere, encouraging honest communication. Truly listen to others, pay attention to their words and emotions. This shows respect and creates a safe space for honest conversation. Offer forgiveness. Everyone makes mistakes. When someone apologizes, offer forgiveness with an open heart. This encourages honesty and fosters stronger relationships. Consider the challenges others might be facing. Empathy allows us to see beyond the surface, fostering honest and meaningful connections. Kindness is contagious. When we are kind to others, it inspires them to be kind in return. This creates a beautiful ripple effect, spreading positivity and honesty throughout our communities. Imagine throwing a pebble into a calm pond. The ripples extend outwards, reaching every corner of the water. A single act of kindness can have a similar effect, creating a wave of honesty that uplifts everyone around us. While kindness feels good, it's not simply about making others happy. It's about creating a foundation for a more honest and ethical world. When we model kindness, we inspire others to do the same. This collective shift towards honesty leads to greater trust, cooperation, and a more peaceful world for all. Kindness is not a sign of weakness, but a manifestation of strength. It takes courage to be kind, especially in situations where it is easier to be cruel or indifferent. An honest person understands this and chooses kindness, even when it is challenging. They stand up for what is right, speak out against injustice, and defend those who cannot defend themselves. Cultivating kindness is a continuous process. There will be days when it feels easier than others. But by incorporating these practices into your daily life, you'll be nurturing the fertile soil where the seeds of honesty can grow strong and blossom beautifully. So go forth and spread kindness. It's the most potent fertilizer for growing a life of honesty and integrity. Lesson 2. Don't gossip about people. Our words hold immense power. They can build bridges of trust or walls of deceit. Gossip, the act of spreading rumors, weakens the very foundation of honesty. Imagine a sculptor trying to create a masterpiece from crumbling sand. Gossip erodes trust, making it difficult to believe anything anyone says. When we resist the urge to gossip, we choose to strengthen the bonds of our community. Imagine dropping a pebble into a still pond. The initial splash creates small ripples that gradually expand outwards, affecting the entire surface. Gossip works similarly. When we share a juicy tidbit about someone else, it sets off a chain reaction. We might not be aware of who will hear it next, or how the information will be interpreted. What seems like a harmless conversation can quickly snowball into a distorted version of the truth, causing unnecessary pain and confusion. Gossip often thrives on half-truths and incomplete information. We might hear a snippet of a conversation, witness a single incident, or receive information through a distorted lens. When we repeat these fragments without seeking clarification, we spread a distorted picture. This can damage someone's reputation, create misunderstandings, and ultimately lead to broken trust. Think of a photograph that's been heavily edited. It no longer reflects reality, creating a false perception. Gossip, fueled by half-truths, does the same thing. We can choose to uplift others by sharing their successes, offering words of encouragement, or simply focusing on neutral topics. Imagine a garden filled with vibrant flowers. Positive communication allows these flowers of kindness and encouragement to bloom, creating a more pleasant and supportive environment. Gently steer the conversation towards something more positive. If you're unsure about the information being shared, ask questions to understand the context. Let others know you're not comfortable with gossip, and politely excuse yourself. If someone is struggling with negative emotions, offer a listening ear and encourage them to find more appropriate ways to express themselves. Choosing not to gossip is not about being silent or avoiding social interactions. It's about using our words wisely and responsibly. It's about speaking with kindness, honesty, and compassion. It's about fostering understanding, promoting harmony, and building trust. It's about being mindful and self-aware, focusing on our own growth and self-improvement. By actively choosing not to gossip, we not only protect ourselves and others from negativity, but we also create a space where trust and authentic communication can flourish. Remember, cultivating a mindful approach to our words is as vital to honesty as speaking the truth itself. Lesson 3. Keep promises. Keeping promises is more than just fulfilling an obligation. It's the very fabric of trust, the thread that binds us together in relationships, communities, and societies. When we keep our word, we demonstrate a deep respect for ourselves and others. It signifies that we are reliable, dependable individuals who can be counted on. Imagine a bridge, a majestic structure connecting 2 points across a vast chasm. Without a strong foundation and sturdy materials, the bridge crumbles under pressure. Trust acts as the foundation of any relationship. It allows us to be vulnerable, to share our hopes and dreams without fear of judgment. It empowers us to rely on each other for support and encouragement. Keeping promises strengthens these foundations of trust. When we say we'll do something and then follow through, we demonstrate that someone can depend on our word. This builds confidence and fosters a sense of security in our relationships. People know they can count on us, leading to deeper connections and a more fulfilling life experience. Promises aren't just verbal commitments. They encompass our implied actions too. For instance, if we agree to meet a friend for coffee, it's not just about showing up at the designated time. It's also about arriving with a positive attitude, ready to connect and spend quality time together. Breaking promises, even unintentionally, weakens the fabric of trust. Imagine that beautiful bridge again, but this time with a cracked foundation. Even small cracks can compromise the entire structure. Similarly, failing to keep promises, even seemingly minor ones, can erode trust over time. It leaves people questioning our reliability and commitment, making it difficult to build strong, lasting relationships. There will be times when keeping a promise becomes genuinely difficult or even impossible. Perhaps an unforeseen situation arises, or we simply overcommitted ourselves. In such situations, honesty and communication are key. Don't be afraid to say no or renegotiate terms up front. Explain your situation clearly and offer a sincere apology. Perhaps you can propose an alternative solution or a realistic time frame for fulfilling the promise. Open communication minimizes resentment and demonstrates your respect for the other person's time and feelings. We are all human, and mistakes happen. Sometimes, despite our best intentions, we may break a promise. In such cases, seeking forgiveness is crucial. Acknowledge your mistake, express sincere regret, and take responsibility for your actions. Keeping promises extends beyond our personal lives. It impacts the communities we live in and the larger society as a whole. When individuals consistently fulfill their commitments, a culture of honesty flourishes. This fosters collaboration, transparency, and accountability in all aspects of life. The positive impact of keeping promises goes beyond immediate situations. It creates a ripple effect, influencing those around us. When people witness us consistently honoring our word, it inspires them to do the same. Imagine throwing a pebble into a calm pond. The ripples extend outwards, reaching every corner of the water. Keeping promises sends ripples of trust and honesty outwards. It sets a positive example, encouraging others to be reliable and dependable. This creates a virtuous cycle, fostering a more trustworthy and supportive world for everyone. Keeping promises may seem like a simple act, but its impact is profound. It strengthens relationships, builds trust, and paves the way for a more fulfilling life. By holding ourselves accountable for our words and actions, we contribute to a more honest and ethical world, one pebble of integrity at a time. Lesson 4. Take responsibility for their actions. Taking responsibility for your actions is perhaps the most challenging, yet most rewarding, aspect of honesty. It's easy to point fingers when things go wrong, to blame external circumstances or other people. But true honesty demands we look inward, acknowledging our role in any situation, positive or negative. This doesn't mean beating yourself up. It means approaching mistakes with a growth mindset. Imagine a skilled archer. When they miss their target, they don't blame the wind or the bow. They analyze their form, adjust their aim, and keep practicing. When we readily admit our mistakes, we demonstrate trustworthiness. People appreciate honesty, even when it's uncomfortable. It shows we are reliable and accountable, qualities that foster strong relationships in all areas of life. Shifting blame to others disempowers you. You become a victim of circumstance, unable to control your own life. But taking responsibility puts you back in the driver's seat. You acknowledge your role, and with that, the power to choose differently next time. Nobody is perfect. When you make a mistake and own it, you create an opportunity for genuine repair in your relationships. Imagine a broken vase. Simply ignoring the damage won't fix it. But by taking responsibility and carefully mending the vase, you can restore its beauty and even make it stronger. The same goes for relationships. Owning your mistakes allows for healing and forgiveness. The first step is the hardest. Admitting you messed up. Don't downplay it or make excuses. Be clear and concise about your role in the situation. A sincere apology goes a long way. Express your remorse for any harm caused and your commitment to doing better. Sometimes, an apology isn't enough. If possible, take concrete steps to rectify the situation. This shows genuine desire to make things right. Holding on to guilt only hinders your growth. Once you've acknowledged your mistake and taken steps to rectify it, forgive yourself. Learn from it and move forward. Taking responsibility doesn't mean dwelling on negativity. It's about acknowledging your role, learning from it, and moving forward with a commitment to do better. When you readily own your mistakes, you set a powerful example for others. It encourages them to be honest as well, fostering a culture of truth and integrity within your family, workplace, or friend circle. In today's world, honesty can seem like a rare commodity. By taking responsibility, you contribute to a more honest and trustworthy society. This fosters a sense of safety and security for everyone. When you demonstrate the power of taking responsibility, you empower others to do the same. It shows that everyone makes mistakes, but it's how we deal with them that truly defines us. Taking responsibility for your actions is a continuous practice. It requires self-awareness, humility, and a willingness to learn. But the rewards are immense: stronger relationships, personal growth, and a life lived with integrity. So, the next time you make a mistake, remember, it's not a failure. It's an opportunity to take responsibility, learn, and grow into a more honest and empowered version of yourself. Lesson 5. Be honest and open. In the teachings of Buddhism, honesty is not merely about speaking the truth. It's about living truthfully. It's about being honest and open in our thoughts, words, and actions. Being honest and open is about living a life of authenticity. It's about being true to ourselves and others, aligning our actions with our words, and our words with our thoughts. Being honest and open requires courage. It requires the courage to be vulnerable, to share our thoughts and feelings openly, even when it's difficult. It requires the courage to admit our mistakes, to acknowledge our shortcomings, and to express our needs and desires honestly. This courage is not about being fearless, but about facing our fears and choosing honesty despite them. Sincerity is a key aspect of being honest and open. It's about speaking and acting from a place of truth, not deception or manipulation. In Buddhism, sincerity is seen as a form of respect, both for ourselves and for others. It's about valuing truth over deceit, authenticity over pretense, and integrity over expediency. Integrity is another integral part of being honest and open. It's about being consistent, reliable, and trustworthy. It's about keeping our promises, standing by our principles, and living in accordance with our values. In Buddhism, integrity is seen as a reflection of our inner strength, our moral compass, and our commitment to the path of truth. Being honest and open also involves self-honesty. It's about being truthful with ourselves, acknowledging our thoughts and feelings, and taking responsibility for our actions. Self-honesty is seen as a key to self-understanding, self-improvement, and ultimately, self-enlightenment. It's about seeing ourselves clearly, without illusion or denial, and striving to be the best version of ourselves. Mindfulness plays a crucial role in being honest and open. It's about being present, aware, and attentive to our thoughts, feelings, and actions. Mindfulness is seen as a tool for cultivating honesty, fostering self-awareness, and promoting clear and compassionate communication. It's about observing ourselves honestly, without judgment, and responding to the world authentically, with wisdom and kindness. Being honest and open has a profound impact on our relationships. It fosters trust, respect, and understanding. It encourages open communication, mutual support, and genuine connection. Honesty is seen as a foundation for healthy relationships, a cornerstone for building a community based on truth, compassion, and interdependence. Being honest and open also has significant benefits for personal growth. It promotes self-awareness, self-acceptance, and self-improvement. It encourages us to face our fears, overcome our limitations, and realize our potential. In Buddhism, honesty is seen as a catalyst for personal transformation, a stepping stone on the path to enlightenment. Being honest and open is not just about telling the truth. It's about living truthfully. It's about being authentic, sincere, and transparent. It's about having the courage to be vulnerable, the strength to be consistent, and the wisdom to be mindful. It's about valuing truth over deceit, authenticity over pretense, and integrity over expediency. It's about fostering healthy relationships, promoting personal growth, and contributing to a world that is more truthful, compassionate, and harmonious. Lesson 6. Don't worry about what others think. Imagine carrying a heavy backpack filled with other people's opinions, judgments, and expectations. This constant burden can be paralyzing, hindering your ability to live authentically and make your own choices. In this lesson, we delve into the liberating power of letting go of the need for external validation. We all have an inherent desire to be liked and accepted. But when this desire becomes an obsession, it can lead us down a path of inauthenticity. We start tailoring our behavior, beliefs, and even our dreams to fit the perceived expectations of others. This constant self-censorship stifles our creativity, individuality, and ultimately, our happiness. There's a misconception that honesty requires a cold, unwavering exterior. True strength lies in vulnerability. When you embrace your imperfections and express your true self, flaws and all, it fosters genuine connections with others who can appreciate you for who you are. The more comfortable you become in your own skin, the less you'll need validation from others. When you accept yourself, with all your quirks and complexities, self-confidence blossoms. This inner strength allows you to handle criticism constructively and move forward with grace. It's important to understand that not all opinions are created equal. There's a difference between constructive criticism offered with care and unsolicited negativity. Learn to discern helpful feedback that can propel you forward from negativity meant to tear you down. The pursuit of perfection is a recipe for unhappiness. It keeps us frozen in fear of failure, preventing us from taking risks and exploring new possibilities. Remember, everyone makes mistakes. These are not roadblocks, but stepping stones on your path. Embrace your individuality, celebrate your uniqueness, and don't be afraid to show the world your true, imperfect self. Living a life dictated by other people's expectations is exhausting. When you stop worrying about what others think, you free yourself from a self-imposed prison. This liberation allows you to pursue your passions with gusto, express yourself creatively, and forge genuine connections with others who appreciate you for who you truly are. Remember, your authenticity is your greatest strength. When you embrace honesty in all its facets, you pave the way for a life filled with purpose, confidence, and genuine connection. Lesson 7. Learn from mistakes. Mistakes often come with a potent cocktail of emotions: disappointment, frustration, even shame. While these feelings may be unpleasant, they serve a purpose. They act as a signal, alerting us that something went wrong and needs our attention. Instead of suppressing these emotions, acknowledge them. Feel the sting for a moment, then use it as fuel for introspection. Our own perspective can be clouded by emotions or self-judgment. Seek out a trusted friend, mentor, or therapist to discuss your mistake. Hearing a different perspective can shed light on blind spots and offer valuable insights. Think of a mountain climber navigating a treacherous path. A fellow climber might point out a hidden crevice the first climber missed. Dwelling on mistakes can be a recipe for self-deprecation. Remember, everyone makes mistakes. The key is to learn from them and move forward with self-compassion. Imagine a flower wilting from lack of sunlight. We don't condemn the flower. We provide it with the care it needs to bloom again. Forgive yourself, extend compassion, and use the experience to grow stronger. Instead of viewing mistakes as failures, embrace a growth mindset. See them as opportunities to learn and improve. When we approach challenges with the belief that we can learn and develop, we become more resilient and adaptable. Imagine a sculptor who sees a mistake in their work not as a ruin, but as a chance to create a deeper texture or a more nuanced form. Learning isn't complete without action. Once you've identified the root cause of your mistake and developed a plan to avoid it in the future, put that plan into practice. This could involve developing new skills, seeking additional resources, or changing your approach to a specific situation. Think of a student who learns a new mathematical formula. The true test is their ability to apply that formula to solve problems. Learning from mistakes is a journey, not a destination. There will be setbacks along the way, but celebrate even small victories. A difficult conversation navigated with honesty, a deadline met despite past struggles. These moments of progress reinforce your commitment to learning and becoming a more honest person. Imagine a runner on a long-distance race. They don't just celebrate crossing the finish line. They celebrate each milestone they reach along the way. By following these steps, you can transform your mistakes from burdens into stepping stones on your path to becoming a more honest and authentic individual. Remember, the journey of learning from our mistakes is a lifelong one. Embrace the discomfort, seek out new perspectives, forgive yourself, and most importantly, keep moving forward with a growth mindset. As you do, You'll cultivate a strength of character that will shine through your honesty, making your life and the lives of those around you richer and more fulfilling. The 7 revealing traits of an honest person are not just ideals to strive for, but practices to incorporate into our daily lives. They are a reflection of our inner truth, a testament to our integrity, and a guide towards a more authentic and fulfilling existence. Let honesty be your guiding light, illuminating your path towards a brighter and more fulfilling future.